Hey everybody, Mr. Bullock here, and this section is finding and using the slope. Let's go ahead and begin with the board problem right here. So evaluate, so I'm going to plug in a equal 5, b equal 2, c equal 1, and d equal 3, or sorry, 7 into all of these right here. So, and then you just simplify that. 5 minus 2, 1 minus 7, 3 over negative 6 is negative 1 half. Alright, so this one solve. Okay, what I'm going to first do is do 3 minus 4 to get negative 1, and x minus 3 over negative 1 equals 1/5. Whenever you have a fraction equaling a fraction, you can cross multiply. Everybody's done that before, so go ahead and cross multiply, and you should get x equals 14/5. Yes, you get a groovy fraction. Okay, number 3, what's the reciprocal? Just flip it. It's 3/2. Alright, so find and use slope. So here's some theorems. Parallel lines have equal slope. Perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes of each other. So if one is 2/3, the perpendicular would be negative 3/2. And the parallel would be 2/3. Parallels are equal, perpendiculars are opposite reciprocals. Slope equation, if they give you a picture, you can do rise over run. Otherwise, if you know some ordered pairs, you can do y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So find the slope of each line and which are parallel. Alright, I'm going to use slope formula on the line A. These have the ordered pairs negative 1, 3, and 3, 2. So y sub 2 minus y sub 1 goes on top, 2 minus 3, over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So 3 minus a minus 1 is 3 plus 1, which is 4. You also could have done this. Rise is negative 1. Run is 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 1 over 4. I'm going to use that with this one. So this one goes down 1 over 1, 2, 3. So the slope of line B is negative 1/3. Do the same with C. That's also negative 1/3. So the parallel lines are the ones that equal each other. So those guys are equal. All right, line K passes through 0, 3 and 5, 2. Graph the line perpendicular to K that passes through 1, 2. All right, first I got to find the slope of that line that goes through line K right there. So use slope formula right there and plug in the numbers. So 2 minus 3 over 5 minus 0 is negative 1/5. So if that's negative 1/5, the perpendicular slope is to flip it and change the sign. Since that one's negative, this one's positive. So I flipped it. So it's going to be the slope is 5. Sorry about my pictures getting all jolted around there. I had to move them all up so I can put this graph in there. Okay, now that's the slope of the new line right there. Now it's going through this point, 1, 2. So now we got a graph over 1 up 2. Then I'm going to use the slope up 5 over 1 from here up 5 over 1 and graph it. And so there it is right there, up 5 over 1. There's that line right there. Now here's K. It's going through those other 2 points right there. Can you see that right angle right there? They're perpendicular to each other. All right? All right, so graph the line through the given point with the given slope. So the point is negative 4, 1, and slope is 5/2. So let's graph negative 4, 1 first. So to the left 4, up 1. And then from there, up 5 over 2. So up 5 over 2, and then connect them up. There it is. Okay, you guys can do that. All right, tell whether the lines through the given points are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Okay, so we got 2 different lines. I got to do slope formula for line 1, slope formula for line 2. Okay, so let's find the slope of each line. Here's line 1. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So I get 7 minus 3 is 4. Negative 5 plus 9 is 4. 4 over 4 is 1. Okay, find the slope of line 2. You get negative 1. Those are opposite reciprocals because 1 over 1, the reciprocal of 1 is 1. And they're opposites, so they're perpendicular. Okay, how about this one? Okay, go ahead and do that. There's line 1, there's line 2. Those guys are neither.